Yo, Elliot! Okay, so Rafael from Venezuela has recently lost a lot of weight. He was really fat, he says, as a kid growing up. He started working out, he lost a lot of weight. He's not fat anymore, he's got great muscles. Problem is he's embarrassed to take his shirt off because he's got a lot of fat hangover. So basically the skin's all hanging from when he was fat, you know, and so it looks fat, but he says that he's lean, he's just got this loose skin that's kind of hanging over, making him feel embarrassed to take his shirt off, and I don't blame him. So there are varying experiences with regard to this and varying theories. I'm going to give you a couple ideas. Number one, the skin is elastic, meaning that the skin is designed to expand and contract, granted that it's well hydrated and that it's oiled properly. And when I say oiled properly, I don't mean that you're rubbing oil on you. I mean that you're eating healthy fats in your diet, you know, fish oils and stuff like that. If either of those aren't the case, if you're not hydrated properly, not drinking enough water, your skin will not be as buoyant, it won't be as flexible and bouncy, and if you're not getting the right fats to keep because the fats that you ingest, all the food that you ingest manifests itself physically in your body. You become what you eat. I mean, how else do you grow? All your organs, everything, your skin, your bones, your teeth, your hair is a byproduct of the food that you're putting in your mouth. And if you're not eating properly, especially foods that help solve problems with the skin, then your skin will be all fucked up. I think a really good book that I remember reading several years ago was called The Pericomb Solution. Now, I'm not saying that I recommend the book because I haven't read it in so long, but I know the guy was a dermatologist and it was all about nutrition. So look it up. I think his name was Dr. Pericomb, you know, hence the name Pericomb Solution. But it was all about how you can have healthier skin, more buoyant skin. So this was written for old ladies who had cracks and shit around their eyes and they're just looking old and nasty, how to look pretty again. But the whole point was that the skin needs to become more hydrated and buoyant. And I've also read that the same thing is with skin that hangs. If it is flexible, buoyant, and hydrated, it can retract back onto the body instead of hanging. I don't know if this is always the case. I would probably venture to say that it's not always the case, depending on how much hanging skin you have. You know, if you got a little bit, then perhaps, but if you got a big chunk that's hanging over, that might not work so well for you. I don't know though, you know, that's really my answer. The other thing is that some people have had surgeries. Now, I'm not telling you that you should do that. I probably wouldn't myself. I would try to do it through nutrition, like we just described, and patience. That's another one of the things that I'm experiencing as you've watched me expand and contract number of times, is that it takes time for that skin to meet you where the body is. Right? So the body's shrinking, my muscles have shrunk, the body fat has disappeared, but the skin is still kind of loose, and it takes several months for it to sort of contract, granted that the nutrition is right. I'm experiencing the contracting of my skin, although slower than the loss of fat. So that's it, dude. Try reading that book, consider that nutrition has something to do with it, the buoyancy of your skin, and good luck. Let us know how that works for you, buddy. Keep up the good work. Peace. Yo, Elliot!